Way! Thanks to all of you that have provided comments and thumbs up and appreciation for my previous gutter cleaning blower video. I decided to do some improvements that are a really big deal. The first thing I did is I cut off a piece of the extension because I thought it was a little too long. This one's 3-4 inches. It just allows you to focus more energy and more airflow into the gutter itself. I also tied off the gutter here, stiffened it up a little bit, and then I've added a camera. This is an old DJI Osmo first version. I've connected it to an old smartphone, so I'm recycling old technology in a new way. The first design, version 1.0, worked and was effective. The problem was there was no way of telling how successful you were. If you look at the video, and I'll post it up there and down below on how to build this first version, when I went on the roof and actually looked down into the gutter, there were areas, especially where the nails go in to hold the gutter in place, where the leaves were binding up. So with this extension and the camera via the old smartphone, we're gonna take this to the next step and make gutter cleaning 2.0 blower extension. Camera's on, synced up. I can see what I'm doing. Now let's get to business. Turn it on. It's like it's hovering. I gotta adjust this so I can see it a little better. Like this. Here we go. Turn it back on. All the way. It's a bit of a production getting this all together, but it's working, which is great. And I'm able to see how good the gutters are cleaning. There's our target. And there we go. Whoa! All right, one final cleanup run to finish the job. And that should do it. I use the shorter pipe because it's easier to talk about the separate pieces than using the longer extension, which is what I actually did for my gutters. Depending on how short your gutters are, I guess you could reach up. I can almost get up there with this. So if you had a 3-foot or 4-foot, I think that's about 10 feet up, and I extended, I could do that. The longer you make the extension, the more unwieldy it can be, especially when you add the camera, because that's some weight on there. So what I did is I actually put in a screw here because I lost this piece when I was blowing the gutters out, and I lost this piece. I put a screw in here to tie these two pieces together. The camera and the smartphone, holy moly, that's like a game changer. You got a great combination. This is a action camera mount that goes on a bicycle, and then I used a mount for a phone, tied that in, and then this is just a wrist mount, and that can move up and down, and that's got a Velcro band on it to keep it in place. I like tying these two pieces together. That kept the bounciness out a little bit. You're blowing 120-mile-an-hour wind through this pipe here, you don't lose a lot. When you start kicking this in, and I like the fact that this has a dial on it. I mean, when you go full strength, this thing's kind of pushing it back. So that's why this handle is so helpful. If you have a strap, I would put it on, the shoulder strap for the device. This allows you to move this up and down. The Prusik knot handle really helps you keep a hold of this beast when it's up there in the gutter pushing around, and it allows you to do some fine tuning. Overall, the addition of the camera extender piece on the end that's going in the gutter is a big deal. So if you're going to do this project, check out my first video on how to make the basic 1.0, and then if you got a camera that connects to a phone, now you've taken it to a whole different level, and you're going to make sure those gutters are clean. Thumbs up and comments, always appreciated. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in all sorts of DIY videos, designs for your home, making and breaking stuff, designs of all kinds, check out my channel and please subscribe, because you never know what solution you're gonna see.